Welcome to Bhakti Girl Podcast, Episode 10, Harinama Diksha. Within the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, there are two initiations that might be given to the aspiring devotee. The first is Harinama Diksha, and the second is Brahman initiation. When a student approaches a spiritual master to beg to be a disciple, the spiritual master must be qualified and the student must be sincere. The purport to the Srimad Bhagavatam 1.16.3 describes the spiritual master must be bona fide, and one who wants to have self-realization must approach and take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master to achieve real success. Harinama Diksha is when a student begs a genuine spiritual master to please accept them as a disciple. The spiritual master must be satisfied with the student's sincerity. The student promises to daily chant on japa beads the Maha Mantra and follow 4 regulative principles, that is, no illicit sex, no drugs or intoxication, no gambling, and no meat eating, including fish and eggs. So when the spiritual master accepts the student as a disciple, that disciple vows to daily chant the holy names a set number of rounds that the spiritual master has nominated. The spiritual master has already chanted 1 round on these japa beads before giving them to the disciple. The new disciple vows to follow the 4 regulative principles. The spiritual master then gives the disciple a spiritual name, for example, Govinda, followed with Das or Dasi, according to there being male, Das, or female, Dasi. Das or Dasi means servant of. So, for example, Govinda Das or Dasi means the servant of Lord Govinda. Here are some descriptions of initiation, initiation name, and chanting daily japa. Initiation. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada spoke while initiating some disciples on December the 1st, 1968. So those who are going to be initiated today, they should remember that. All of us should remember that it is not that we have successfully passed all examination. No, Maya is very strong. At any moment she can catch us, just like a virulent type of disease such as typhoid. As soon as there is a little negligence, there is a relapse immediately. So the doctors take precautionary steps in the convalescent stage of cure because there is a chance of relapse. Similarly, we are trying to be purified. This initiation means to accept the path of purification. Now we must continue that path of purification. And then, if you are strong enough, then we can very easily make progress to achieve the ultimate result. There is no doubt about it. Initiation name. In the purport to the Srimad Bhagavatam 6.2.32, in the story of Ajamila, it is described, the Lord who is situated in everyone's heart is so kind that if one has ever rendered service to him, the Lord never forgets him. Thus the Lord from within gave Ajamil the opportunity to name his youngest son Narayan, so that in affection he would constantly call Narayan, Narayan, and thus be saved from the most fearful and dangerous condition at the time of his death. By the mercy of Guru and Krishna, one receives the seed of bhakti, This association saves a devotee from the greatest fear. In our Krishna conscious movement, we therefore change a devotee's name to a form that reminds him of Krishna. If at the time of death the devotee can remember his own name, such as Krishnadas or Govindadas, he can be saved from the greatest danger. Therefore, the change of names at the time of initiation is essential. Initiation japa beads. Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa in 1984 explained, if one chants on his beads, knowing that these beads that my spiritual master has chanted on, that he has given me, this is not separate from Krishna, then he may be lucky enough that at night time, even while he is supposedly sleeping, he will be able to chant on his beads. He will be able to see his beads personally. He's not sleeping, he is actually wide awake, and he doesn't want to wake up. If he wakes up, he feels very unhappy. He has lost what he had, that he is there with his beads. But you cannot think that you are going to chant your rounds in that way. That is not counted. You can chant, but you don't count that. In other words, you don't tell me, oh, I chanted my rounds when I was sleeping last night. No. But that is a fact if a person is very fortunate and his spiritual master and Krishna and his beads are pleased with him, then he will experience, when he sees his beads, he will see Krishna. He will see his spiritual master's feet. He will see his spiritual master's instruction. And if he is extremely fortunate, then his beads will come to him at night, sometime, even if once in a lifetime. One should not be neglectful about this sadhana bhakti process, taking the spiritual master as an ordinary person, taking one's beads as ordinary, taking prasadam as simply food. This is due to ignorance. Namaste.